Hey guys, here we are again, Chop It Up Show, only on 1:37 p.m. I'm your host, John Henry.
And I'm Brandon Bryant, and we are bringing down business and culture through the entrepreneurial lens, whether that is million-dollar deals or flipping kicks on StockX, whatever your hustle may be, we are here to help you.
Yep.
All right, guys, and in case you missed it, there's a little company called Beyond Meat, and it just IPO'd, and Beyond Meat is a plant-based substitute company. That rolls off the tongue really well. John, what's going on here?
Well, pretty much it's bye-bye beef and hello plants.
All right.
So look, the Beyond Meat company, which is the first, I would say, en masse, critical mass, beef substitute, has gone public. And does that sound familiar, by the way, going public? I mean, it seems like every fucking company we're talking about is just going public. But anyway, they IPO'd, a quiet guy, not nearly as sexy as the Ubers, the Lyfts, a little bit less attention, but their stock has performed incredibly well. It's up
Just on the first day.
167%.
Day one.
2x. And
167 is just
it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So they're at a $3.8 billion market cap, and yeah, let's talk about why that's important. I mean, the world is pretty much being fucked up by the food market.
Yeah, and there's been so many bad things said about beef, right? Cancer, all this other stuff. Like even drinking milk from cows is probably just a stupid thing to do. Yeah. But anyways, it's a $1.4 trillion market with a T. No B's in this one, with a T. And they're everywhere. Beyond Meat is in Whole Foods. It's in your freaking Del Taco. It's in pretty much everything. So it's pretty crazy that they're hitting both sides. But the article I was reading talked about the CEO focused on non-vegans. He focused on everyone who eats meat.
Right.
And those were the people who became they couldn't know the difference between that meat, the Beyond Meat, and the actual real meat.
And I think the business lesson here is this guy went after a gargantuan market. And for me, what jumps out is he didn't try to go really niche, although
he could have easily.
Instead, he wanted to go broad, he wanted to go general, he wanted to bring this product that he felt was significantly better, have it taste the same, and just bring it to the mass. And he successfully did so. He sold into so many fast food restaurants, and that really got the company to scale. And now they're enjoying the benefits of that. But beyond that, beyond that though, I think that this is a really important company because seriously, the amount of meat that this country alone consumes is alarming.
It's ridiculous.
And it's having all kinds of adverse effects on the ozone layer, the methane, and these butcher farms.
Cruelty. I mean, it's crazy. And so this is what real disruption is. People have it as a buzzword, but this is real disruption. This is actually innovation, I would call it. I mean, even look at this, 90% fewer greenhouse emissions, 99% less water when you make Beyond Meat, 93% less land, and 46% less energy.
That's incredible.
This is the future. This is good for us.
Right.
And they're made from peas. You remember those peas you didn't want to eat? And your mom made you sit at the table a little bit longer until you finish them? Well, looks like you're gonna be eating them and they're gonna be tasty this time.
Word.
And folks, one of the big takeaways here is that all these other companies, your Ubers, your Pinterest, your whatever, are just companies who are kind of zero. They're not gonna be profitable, maybe, ever. And they're not doing anything for the world. And you have Beyond Meat, which is actually solving a really good problem, which is actually making good money, and is a very clear track for these folks to go on a roadmap to crazy growth. And you gotta think about this. This is just a little piece of the pie. You still got chicken, you got fish, you got other places where you can create plant-based substitutes. So this company could be really in for a big opportunity. This company could be Amazon. Maybe not.
It's just, the world will respond to what you create. And so at the end of the day, when you go public, it doesn't matter, who your investors were. It doesn't matter if where you come from. It just matters if people want it. And the answer clearly here is yes.
And guys, guess what? Beyond Meat is the highest performing IPO this season. Isn't that crazy? Purpose-driven company.
So one quick note here, guys, is disruption. Disruption. You hear a lot about it, but what does it mean actually when you dissect it? Well, it pretty much means taking a look at an industry that hasn't changed in decades and introducing a vastly, completely, significantly better way of doing things.
10x.
Right? But so here's a trick here with disruption. It does not work when it's incrementally better. Like, disruption doesn't mean you create something that was a little bit better and it just means you create something that was leaps and bounds better. And something that the market feels is, clearly the better alternative at a better price. Like, I'm just talking about like, it's a no-brainer. For instance, can we think of some companies that have disrupted different industries? We'll just do a rapid fire.
Yeah.
For me, Warby Parker.
Warby Parker. So I would say Uber. Killed it.
I would say Netflix.
And I would say Amazon.
Another one. I mean, we could just go toe to toe. So take this away for the viewers at home. What industry do you guys know really well that's just inherent to your everyday? And honestly, it could be a business opportunity. You might take for granted what it is that you know about a particular industry. And if you take a close, hard look, I'm willing to bet that there's something in that industry that you can make significantly better. Okay?
And those are good opportunities. Most founders solve a problem that they have in their industry or in their daily life, and they turn it into a company.
All right, guys, deal talk. And today we have an industry of the old that's leaning into the new, retail. As you guys know, retail is pretty much dying. Sears filed for bankruptcy, Kmart not too long thereafter, Toys R Us, all of our favorite companies growing up as kids have filed for bankruptcy, but there may be a future of retail in store. Brandon, what you got for us?
Yes, and folks, you may know me as a bit of a fashion guy. And this is a disruption episode, and we're talking about disrupting fashion and retail with Rent The Runway, of course. Rent The Runway was that small little site once upon a time where you got your little prom dress, you got a dress for maybe a wedding or two, and then that's it. And you're young millennial. But now it has grown up. It's just raised $125 million. It is now a unicorn. $1 billion in valuation, and it's fucking some shit up right now. They just opened up their 5th brick and mortar store, and this store is gonna change the fucking game. San Francisco, watch out. So folks, like I said before, Rent The Runway originally started as an online app or a website that was maybe for once or twice a year, your prom dress or for your wedding, but now it is probably one of the best glorified dry cleaners. And you would know something about dry cleaning.
A little bit.
Where they have 11 million paying customers who rent about an average of 120 days out of the year.
That's incredible.
That is incredible, and they know everything about you, how what you like, what you don't like, how big you grow, how much pounds you're losing, what colors you like, every single thing. The data is going crazy here. And let's talk about this new flagship store. They're trying to create the third place. Have you ever heard about the third place? There was a guy named Howard Schultz from Starbucks. So it's home and work, and then you have your third place. So now with this new flagship store in San Francisco, they have a co-working space.
Do they?
Yes, they do. It's checkout from your app, so you don't have to wait in a line. They have coffee, they have succulents everywhere. They have about 3,000 items a day at this one location, and they change it every day. They curate it every day.
Guys, that's why, again, the future of retail is 100% experiential. It has to be something that can't be replicated online. Otherwise, you would just buy it on Amazon. And so when we look at all these new wave companies opening up retail, you have Casper, you have Amazon Go, you have Warby. They create experiences that you want to go in with your friends and experience. And that's what's driving the value. But one thing to note here is, especially with Rent The Runway, their real secret sauce here is the data. And that is what I feel the old retail companies that went defunct, that's what they missed out on. Imagine the opportunity that Sears had, that Kmart had, that Macy's had to capture millions and millions of people's data, their everyday, behavior, consumptions, their preferences. They miss out on all that They went defunct, and now the lane is wide open for Rent the Runway. All right, guys, some takeaways for you, our viewers. What are some things here that you can apply to the business? Well, we talked about this in the last episode, but I like to run towards where people are running from. So here's a great example. Retail's on the decline, but it's created massive opportunities for newcomers. So what do you have in your life that you've noticed people are running away from? Is there any additional value that you can create there? Anything that you can do in a new way? This is the disruption episode. So what things of the old can you turn into the new?
And guys, we can't forget that this is all a part of the share economy. Your Ubers and whatever else. Folks are renting things because they don't want to keep them forever. And it's sustainable. You can send back the cloth bag, the hangers, everything. And then also another point I want to bring up is the two female founders. They founded this about 10 years ago. It usually takes about 10 years to ramp up a company like this to be a unicorn. And they're just killing the game. We're super excited about what they're doing. So let us know in the comments if you are one of our female followers. Would you like to jump into Rent the Runway? Do you use it already? And then if you're a guy, would you want it for yourself?
Hell yeah.
Let us know.
Come on, man. Hook a brother up.
Yeah, I mean, all right, guys, we're about to wrap it up. But before we wrap it up, we wanted to let you know we love all the comments and all the love and everything that you sent our way. And we wanted to let you know that we heard y'all.
All right.
All right.
So what we got this week, Brandon?
All right, John, this is on you.
All right, well, this week we hear from Liam O. Liam says, dope show. Not sure why it hasn't started gaining traction yet.
Wow.
Shout out to our producer, Matt, for putting that one in there.
Hey, Liam.
That's funny.
This is one of the best backhanded compliments I got in a while. Appreciate you.
That was can we put in a fucking, the best, like, backhand that you can find?
Actually.
Good question, Liam. It's because you're not sharing, okay?
All right.
All right, so for you guys out there, if you find any ounce of value in this show, and mostly in what I'm saying, because I know Brandon ain't delivering no value. No, but if you guys are finding value in the show, please do subscribe, A, but B, share it on up. This stuff actually, helps us get discovered, and hopefully we won't have this question a few months from now. And also, please feel free to reach out to us directly. We're super accessible.
It goes down in the DM.
I got all you have to do is email my assistant, and then, no, I'm just kidding. No, but we're super accessible. We're here for you. I get maybe 100 DMs a day, and I respond to maybe 75% of them every day.
So, guys, hit us up. That is all we have for this episode of Chop It Up. And until next time, peace. It's a pretty good show. The disruption show.
That was a long one.